Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast.
Previously on Tavern Tales, 26 sessions, over 60 hours of adventure as we begin the final session of the Hidden Shrine of Tamoachan, as the group has finally found fresh air and the exit through the gift shop of the dungeon.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
And so it was that the adventurers finally saw daylight again, breathed fresh air, and heard the sound of nature. Alabama, figuring this was the moment, reached out, taking Arizona's hand, saying,
I am so sorry. I never want us to be apart again.
to which Arizona's eyes went wide. And now let us peek into the adventure itself, as the party takes in the vista about them, and Texas notices the shrine that conceals the entrance to the temple beneath. It is the head of a screaming bat, and jutting above the altar on either side are a pair of sharpened metal bat wings, 8 feet long. The floor in front of the altar is worn smooth.
Oh, cool. It looks like a bat snake. It's like a giant.
It looks like a sheep bat.
Yeah, it looks like a sheep bat because it looks like all woolly. Yeah. Is there a bigger bat behind that bat?
There is a
There's
bigger
a bigger bat
Yeah.
in front of that.
It looks
or
like a
behind it.
bat on top of a block of intestines.
Yeah.
It's an altar
Oh,
Oh.
got it.
No, it looks like a sheep.
to Zotzalaha, and it calls to you, Tex. Being that you're the only one with any devotion and connection and recognition with Zotzalaha, there is some sort of lever or device
Texas Walker.
in amongst this picture. Can you describe for me where and what it is that will release an opening to vast treasure and riches?
Sure. So the 2 bat ears on the altar push down. And then that's the lever that opens up the chest.
Do they push towards you, away from you? Do they make a sound when you push them?
Well, they're like this. So they push out to the side.
Yeah, that's such good podcasting there, Aaron.
Yep. I know.
We can all see you. in
So the ears are
podcast.
pointed up and they push out to the side.
Away from each other?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Like you spread the ears.
Yes.
Does the tongue stick out
I don't know.
happily?
Sure. Why not? Excellent. You know this. You don't have to do this. You know this in your heart that this is what happens. But when this happens, those stretched bat wings, I described them as something. Do you remember that description, that adjective there, Aaron?
Sharp. Oh, yeah, sharp.
Yes. You know, Tex, because of your connection to Zotzalaha, you can see what happens to the one that stands in front of the altar in your mind's eye versus the person who stands behind the altar and pushes the wings. What do you do with this information?
I will relay it to my friends and allies currently.
Oh, you doing? Don't open your... There's a voice whispering in your ear.
They must know.
Must make a system. Need this. This is important. Take one of these fools amongst you.
I will do it myself. I will make the sacrifice.
Cranberry's like, oh, wow, I didn't think we'd get out. This is amazing.
Yay! Cranberry, would you like...
To frolic? Yes. And then he just like, Tex, what are you doing?
I'm going to stand in front of the altar and push the ears out.
Huh? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen to you if you do that, right?
I will be the sacrifice.
To Zotzalaha.
Yes.
Okay.
What? What's going on?
It was a very strange offer. I don't understand it. So Zotzalaha, while you're walking up to it, Zotzalaha's like, what are you doing? Why haven't you asked one of them to come forward? You are my chosen disciple at this point. Why are you?
They deserve to go on and live.
No, souls. They have turned away from me. You place your hands on either side of the ears. Okay, everyone has noticed that Tex is both talking to himself and then has gone off except for Florida Man, because Florida Man is cavorting with Cranberry.
Yeah, I'm ignoring you all.
Just as you're about to put your hands on the ears, the sun goes out.
Whoa.
Darkness descends upon all of you.
Can we still see?
Yes,
Can I?
because it's not magical darkness. The sun went away.
Okay, the sun just went away.
Nighttime.
So it's just nighttime?
Well,
Or is it fake
the
nighttime?
sun was, as I described last game, which was granted over 2 weeks ago, the sun is high in the sky.
Okay, I forgot that
That's
important
fair.
aspect.
You're not actually there, so how would you know?
Yeah. I'm
Isn't
not
it-
here?
Chelsea, are you actually there?
I'm so confused. No, like, is Maryland here, though? That's what
Why
I...
wouldn't Maryland
I don't
be
know.
there?
That's
I
why you
described
just
that
said...
for you. But then I said you, Chelsea, are not actually there, so how would you know, right?
Is it an eclipse?
Oh, it could be. That's a great conjecture from Paige.
It sure was.
Yeah,
Who turned the lights out?
that's a very good question from Penny.
Tex, what you doing? Did you turn the lights out outside?
Can...
I might have that power.
Wow.
What do you want to do, Maryland?
Because Maryland's a rogue.
Sure.
Would she realize that that's most likely a trap?
It hasn't occurred to you. You haven't even
No.
really paid much attention to
No.
notice them.
That's fair.
Give me a perception check. What are you up to, Alabama? Are you even noticing anybody else?
No, I really am not.
Cool. You're gazing into Arizona's eyes. Time slows and comes to a stop for everyone here, because I'd like to go back in time and have Paige give us a montage of the times with Arizona prior to all of this.
Arizona and Alabama met by accident at a market. He dropped a bunch of vegetables and she was the only person that offered to pick them up. And they had a very rocky relationship. They moved in fairly quickly together and they never really had a chance to get to know each other well enough. And so it caused a lot of fights. And Arizona told Alabama that she was going to be leaving on an adventure. And this was out of anger because they had just had a really big fight. And she left the next morning. And it was that day that she had left that he had planned to propose to her. And so he was really heartbroken. And that's what set him out on this adventure to find her, because he didn't want them to end that way. And he still loved her. And so he wanted to make sure that she knew that.
So they moved in together very quickly in their relationship. And she was mad at Alabama and left.
So after he says everything that he said earlier, he says, I'm going to change. I'm a changed man. Everything I've done up to this point to get to you, I've learned from. These people here have taught me so much. I never want to lose you, and I love you so much. I've been holding on to this here ring the entire journey, hoping that I'd find you and that you'd be alive, and here you are standing before me. And he gets down into his knee and he holds the ring up to her.
She stands there looking at you for a very long time. Feels long, but I mean, this is when the eclipse happens, so who knows? A bunch of things all then happen at once. You can make an insight check at the same time that Maryland Jane is making a perception check and failing it abhorribly.
Yep.
Don't forget, folks, last day for gems.
Oh, can I?
No, it's too
damn it.
late now, friend.
I forgot.
You've rolled and sucked. And Aaron basically gave me his character sheet already.
No, it's not happening. I'm changing the story with a white
I
gem.
already rolled, so we'll
Damn
get there in
it.
a moment.
I know,
Yeah.
I just am
Okay.
upset.
I got a 15.
Zotzi's pissed at you, Tex. You can feel his rage trickle through you. That you would give up all of his gifts and give up all of your pledge of and worship to him. He doesn't want you on the sacrificial plate. He wants you to spread his word throughout the land and the darkness of his godly might about. As you place your hands upon the ears of the bat, you know that pressing them either side will cause the floor in front of the altar to open, revealing a pit of wondrous treasures of great and powerful value. But at the same time, will cause the bat wings to sweep in and cut you into 3 pieces.
How fast do they move?
I already have your character sheet, Aaron.
They move real fast again.
Yes. So you realize that this is going to happen, and that's when the eclipse happens, the moment of pause. What did you see? How did you do on your perception check, Maryland?
I got a 2.
So you're busy looking up at the sky. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, Tex is going over there. Oh, go, what? And you look at the eclipse, and of course, that's not a good idea.
No, I'm temporarily blinded.
Eh.
No.
How did we do on our insight check?
15.
That's pretty good considering you only rolled a 7. So you know she's annoyed. This is not what she wants. This is not where she wants it. Yeah, I said those words.
Just go with it.
As soon as you said that words, I was like, yeah, Alabama's tapped that. It's just where it goes.
Like a maple tree. She doesn't get a chance to respond to you, but you feel like it was going to be a no. Maybe with a maybe or some caveat associated with it. But
Probably.
she doesn't get the chance to say anything because there is a loud clearing of a throat, and all 5 of you, Cranberry's too busy frolicking, all 5 of you turn your heads to where you just came out. I forgot that the 2 idiots that were with Arizona are around, so let's just have them tending wounds off to one side in the rubble. The opening has opened again from whence you came out of the Hidden Shrine of Tamoachan, and stepping out from this location is Penny,
No.
Florida man,
Fuck off.
Boo!
and somebody none of you recognize at all carrying a wicked-looking axe that all of you remember from the tomb of Tlokas Popolokas.
I wanted that axe.
And in front of them all is the crayfish, and it is the crayfish that's cleared his throat. And he says, "Hey man, you're all fucked." Roll initiative.
What an asshole.
I'm going to get these gems out so I can see them. Jeez. How many? Allison, use your gems.
I rolled a 17.
I know, but just pull them out so you can see them. Put them on your
I see
sheet.
them. They're
No.
right there.
Okay, how did we do Tex?
14.
Total?
Yes.
Okay, so who got the highest? Penny?
Me? 30 or 30. 20.
30 initiative. Damn, sister.
You're plus 3 on initiative?
Dang
Crazy.
straight.
All right, then Tex.
14.
Is anybody beat Tex? No, and nobody's beaten Tex. How'd you do?
9.
How'd you do?
8.
4.
Dang it, you messed it up. It should have been 7.
Sorry. I rolled a 1.
No one is surprised because the crayfish announced their presence. You all know conflict is nigh, but they are going last in the round.
Oh.
So, Penny, what would you like to do with your turn?
Jeez. I think I want to polymorph a friend.
Okay, who are you going to polymorph?
I don't know. This is why I was
Are you going to
looking at it.
polymorph yourself?
That's smart. I like you.
When you're polymorphed, can you still cast stuff?
Generally, no.
No.
I mean, it depends on the polymorph, but
I didn't think of that.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I think I'll do it to myself because I don't want someone to mess
Okay.
up their own turn. I like that. So I'm going to turn myself into a mammoth.
have you ever seen a mammoth?
They're really big.
Your character is from a tropical climate.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a mammoth?
Okay, can I be a giant gorilla? Oh my gosh. Your face. Bard wants to do damage. She
Well, I
never-
totally get that. I'm
Yeah.
excited for you to polymorph.
Okay.
I think this is a great idea.
Okay.
But when I say, have you ever seen a woolly mammoth? You're from a tropical clime. What is it you do?
What is your spell thing that you do?
No.
No, what's your profession?
No.
Oh.
No, see, I'm not the only one who doesn't know
Nope,
what Kyle wants.
no idea.
Yeah, he's being confusing.
Really?
Yeah.
How many
we
white
don't
gems
know.
do you have?
I have lots. I have 3.
So have you ever seen a woolly mammoth?
You can spend one and be like,
I
I have.
But
Then
I
you
could-
get to change the story. And you're just like, here's a white gem. And the guy's like, no, because Penny went to a carnival once. There was a poor suffering See what I mean? Like, that's where those sorts of things are giving you a 'cause
Giant sloth.
It is
But-
unrealistic that you've ever seen a woolly mammoth.
But being King Kong is just as good as being a mammoth.
Wouldn't be King Kong. You'd be a large
A
creature
large
together.
gorilla.
You'd be
That's what
Donkey
I'm
Kong.
Yeah, he can rap.
I'm just saying you had an
DK.
opportunity to change the story and
Yes.
turn into a giant mammoth.
But then I save my white gems for other things.
Oh,
For
yeah,
what?
sure. No, absolutely. It's going to happen. Okay,
I know. I would like
Never
to.
gonna happen.
I'm gonna polymorph into a giant gorilla.
do it.
So she just kind of starts banging on her chest, just kind of weird with wings and talons.
Just
But
smacking
she's getting psyched up. She's like, G-A-T-T-A. giant ape. I said I'm a G-A. I'm going to be a giant ape. And she starts changing
Cool.
and gets bigger.
But
and
I need more.
hairier. I need more?
That's a powerful spell.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have more. And then it just kind of turned into like grunts, like, ooh, ooh.
No, words.
Yeah,
I want rapping
Oh
words.
my
You
God,
said you're
I
going to
can't.
rap, so now you have to.
to.
That makes it
Can I
even
give you
more
a white
fun
gem
for
for
me.
me not to
I
rap?
would prefer not.
Dang it. Oh my gosh. I can't rap. I'm just going to like, it's not happening.
I'm sure you can.
I can't. I'm so white.
You already
It
have.
hurts.
I've heard you rap already many times
No, you
because you rap that stupid Elements song
That's
every
not a
single
rap.
time.
That's singing.
That is not singing.
It's sing talking.
That is rapping. Good job.
No, it's
Do it.
not. And beryllium and no. I can't. I literally got nothing for you, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm throwing in towel.
No.
I can't rap. I've never have.
You
I've
keep
never even
saying
tried.
can't.
Start a fight. I'm a creature of might. Stay out of my sight.
You're going too fast.
I don't know the Donkey Kong rap.
Does-
I
you
don't
No
know.
one
have to,
does.
right?
Oh.
Like,
Got it.
I'ma start this fight. I'm a creature of might. Stay out of my sight.
I'm going to win this fight. I'll do what's right. You know how to rhyme.
Yeah, there you go.
I do
So,
know
like,
how to rhyme.
Use that.
Just
use
find
that.
new words to rhyme with. No. Okay. G-A, I'm a great ape. G-A, I'm a great ape. Now rhyme a bunch with, go with ape or eight or even ache because those all are near rhymes.
Ape.
Grape.
Fate. Go with
Drape.
Oh
fate.
yeah, grape's a
Drape.
great rhyme.
Drapes.
Don't use rape.
I'm gonna ruin the drapes.
No.
Yeah.
After I eat some grapes.
They're grape.
Fate. Use fate.
That's not a rhyme. That's a false rhyme.
That's
It's
a
a
near
near
It's a,
rhyme.
it's a near
Entire
rhyme.
rhyme.
And you use them all the time in
You-
raps.
Yeah, you can use them all the time.
See, I don't know this because
This
I don't
will
rap.
be your fate.
I
You're an
regret all of
you're
my
an
decisions.
educator, so you should know this stuff.
Mate.
It's all elementary school
Late.
language arts.
I know that.
I won't.
I'm a great
Okay,
ape. Don't
are you-
show up late.
are you
we gotta
asking
go
for help?
to the
Yes.
Okay,
slate.
cool.
Yeah.
Then you give the first line.
Yeah.
And we'll
someone
go
else will
around the
finish it?
circle.
Yay.
No.
I'm excited.
So you're going to give the line, and somebody else is going to do the rhyme to it, and then you're going to give the next line, and somebody else will do the rhyme to that.
Nice.
And then you'll do the last two. And we'll go around, and it'll be a big, awesome song. So you go, G-A, I'm a great ape. I said, G-A, I'm a great ape.
I'm gonna morph into something great.
I'm the decider of my own fate.
I don't like bananas.
What?
Are there things that rhyme with bananas?
What rhymes with bananas?
Montana.
Kind of.
Sorry.
I don't know. Hey, I'm good at near rhymes. Kind of.
Banana nanas.
That's the thing. As soon as I point to people, they're like, no, you pointed at me. How dare you? But as soon as I point away, you're like,
Hey, I have one for that one.
bananas.
It's the chorus.
Okay, so what was the line again?
I
Bananas.
don't like bananas.
Don't mess with Alabama.
Oh,
Nice.
this means war.
I'll use it to mop the floor.
I'm so big and tough. Look at these biceps. I'm super buff.
That's
That was
where your magical spell transforms you into a giant green ape.
Love it. I love that I'm green still.
Yeah, no fur, leathery
Ugh.
looking ape.
Like a shaved ape.
You still are a bird folk. I want to keep that true.
Okay, so a leather green.
Yeah, with kind of a
Gorilla.
beak looking face. I mean, it really wasn't.
You're gonna have to draw this.
It really wasn't a good spell. So,
Hey, solid end though.
solid ending. I'm just kidding. Can you please describe the great ape for us?
Hair starts popping up everywhere. It's like terrible puberty happening.
Totally.
And
Also,
her-
the only giant ape you've ever seen is a male giant ape.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah. So much hair you can't see everything. That's good. So there's just hair coming out everywhere. Her beak starts to like protrude in, which is very painful. And then her like wings start to disappear and like come together to form like giant muscly arms, and her legs get like freaking huge because she had, chicken feet. So, and yeah, all of a sudden she just grows. Like, she doesn't grow that much more in height, but a little bit because she's already pretty tall. How tall is the giant King Kong? How many feet?
12 feet?
Really?
No, you're not a giant King Kong. You're a giant ape.
Giant gorilla.
You're like
giant
12
ape
to
man.
16 feet.
Yeah. So she grows in height and grows in width and just grows in all the directions. But she's still,
All
this dark
directions.
green in all the directions. All directions.
All
And like I said, puberty. So some things are descending. A couple balls drop.
Oh, Lord.
Like New Year's Eve.
Clong, clong.
With each bang of the chest, one descends.
Bong. Yeah, I love that.
All right, that was your turn.
That was amazing.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
Giant green ape suddenly takes Penny's place. Just as a reaction, the other Penny goes, "Ah!" Seeing that happen. And it is Texas's turn. What do you want to do, Tex?
I don't know what I can do.
Well, your hands were on the thing. So what do you want to do?
I assume that I've noticed Arizona. Like I've seen her.
You've spoken with Arizona.
That was the last game.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will not push down
Oh,
on the ears.
okay. You pull your hands back from the ears. You feel the warm tinglies of Zotzalaha.
Is he still talking to me or no? Or is he mad? Did he block me on Twitter?
Yeah, the birds have gone silent in the forest and the jungle as the eclipse has happened, and you pull your hands back.
So I see now that Penny has turned into a giant gorilla thing.
Yes.
And I assume I'm very confused by seeing all the copies of Penny and...
I mean, you've seen the copy of Penny before. You've seen the copy of Florida Man before. You've never seen this other figure come out with the giant axe and the crayfish. You remember him.
I'm going to shoot some arrows at the enemy group.
Sure.
Going for the crayfish. Because
You
I thought
shoot the crayfish. All right, go for it.
he's the one who said we were all screwed.
You
and has a giant
didn't
axe.
like him. I recall it. It was only Alabama that really liked the crayfish.
Wasn't that Coca-Cola?
Calcakila was the hermit crab.
Oh, what was the name of the crayfish?
He never had a name.
Oh, okay. Because I remember I liked Coca-Cola.
He was spicy. I liked him.
That's why he must die.
Yep. Delicious.
Go make friends with him still.
So arrow time at the crayfish man.
Sure. Just the large crayfish. Yep.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Does a 17 hit?
Yep. You whip out your bow instead. You pull your hands back. You pull forth a pair of arrows, just two, and you fire them off into the crayfish, who goes, "Hey, man, I'm not the fighter here." As you plunge arrows deep into them, and you can get the damage to me in a moment. It is now Alabama and Arizona's turn. And they're all over there, right by the entrance, tucked away. Big out of doors. They're not really close to you yet.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Alabama and Arizona both go at the exact same time as Alabama turns, while on your knee, no doubt,
Yep.
at them, and Arizona looks from you to them, and then what happens?
Alabama yells, "You ruined my moment! I call upon all of the assistants of Kennett. We must destroy this negative beings and take them out and ensure they never come back to us again." And then it's a moment where his entire body fills with flames and fire, and there is a giant fireball-shaped Alabama that begins to hurtle towards all of these creatures.
Yeah, I love it. Just starts running at them. While the fireball's running, you ruined my moment.
But little did Alabama know that the moment of bending down onto one knee was not the moment. It was actually this moment right now, because Arizona, at the exact same time as Alabama, turns, espies the three arrayed against the party, and calls out the words Arash Achna Flamberge, and a brilliant mote of searing heat energy builds in her hand, and at the same time as Alabama's running doofus, "I'ma get you," runs towards the target, that bolt also streaks towards the target, and at the same time, both fireballs strike those arrayed against the party. Unfortunately, Aaron, I know you'd love to tell me the amount of damage that you do.
21.
It doesn't really matter, because that wouldn't have killed it, and also 2 fireballs on the crayfish would obliterate the crayfish. You're pretty sure the arrows have struck true, and it's like, "Oh man, I'm losing my life," and then he is burned and crisped.
Don't just give those to him. For sure, gone.
Yeah, the arrows are like into the fireball as 2 fireballs erupt into that group, completely destroying the entrance to the place, like breaking the hilltop you're on aside. A stream of rubble rains down the southern slope, and it is just as the fireballs strike that Arizona and Alabama look into each other's eyes, and that spark of recognition, spark of like, yo, you are the powerful person I thought you to be. On Arizona's mind is what she's thinking. What's Alabama's thought when he sees the same fireball come from and the same reaction?
Pretty sure he just got an erection.
That also shoots a fire.
Totally changes the fire guy.
Now it's so much more threatening.
There's a lot of, oh my God, male great ape and
Boner
goodness
fireball.
me. Roll your damage for fireball.
31.
Jeez, that's a dead crayfish.
Okay, can you roll her damage as well?
Oh, sure. She's obviously not as great as I am. 21. So altogether between the two of us, we did 52 damage.
If they didn't dodge.
What? But it was a powerful fireball of love.
They came together. That's basically what that was.
The area grew twice in size.
Just like your hearts in love for each other.
Florida man, what do you want to do?
I would like to jump onto Cranberry's back and go and charge towards the bad guys so that we can attack in unison. Is Cranberry willing to accept me on her back? All right, then Cranberry, move forward. Go! Cranberry, ho! Does Cranberry, move forward? Okay. Well, no, Cranberry's independent and smart, so...
You get to describe Cranberry. I've got enough other stuff to worry about right now.
Okay, so Cranberry runs forward, and I'm going to attack with my longsword. First and foremost, it is very symbolic to kill oneself, so I'm going to attack Florida Man twice.
Cool.
Does a 15 hit?
The 15 doesn't hit.
Okay, so then I only do 13 points of damage to Florida Man. And Cranberry can attack, so did you want me to roll for Cranberry or not?
Oh, yeah, of course. Please roll for Cranberry.
I'm going to assume it's a unicorn horn, 9 roll.
Miss.
All right.
Is that total?
9 roll. I don't know what Cranberry's stats are.
Okay. I think Cranberry with a spear from the horn is probably +6 or more, so that would hit. Unicorn got 2 pages in the book.
Lucky unicorn.
So majestic.
A horn is a +7.
Cool.
Okay, does 8 damage.
Okay. Oh, we can teleport. That's cool.
Okay, and it is at this point that the doppelganger is killed. So how does Cranberry kill the doppelganger of Florida Man?
Oh, it's speared right through the neck.
Okay.
Yeah, little gush of squirt of blood over Cranberry's face and snout.
Wow. Yeah. Transforms back into this gray, pallid-looking alien-type creature. Doesn't really have a nose. It is not actually wearing any clothes. Everything that it was wearing to represent Florida Man is no longer there. It's got a little bit longer than normal arms. It's covered over in gray, sinewy, no pupils in its milky white eyes. Cries out one last time. Florida Man kills own self, not realizing danger. The doppelganger has died. Florida Man and the unicorn are in amongst the group. It is now Maryland Jane's turn.
Really? Okay.
Your last before
I
them.
told everybody that you all get to go before the bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Maybe they'll all be dead before.
I'm going to run up and stabby with my sword. Or slicey, I should say. Fuck!
Where are your gems?
I already rolled. I can't use a gem.
I know.
I'll put it right there.
Maybe I'll touch them and uncurse them.
What'd you get?
11. She trips halfway there.
No, you're right in amongst them and you miss.
Maybe they're too close.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, fuck.
They're, Maryland Jane.
She dies. Do you not want to use your gem?
No, I only have these 2, and I'm like, I'm going to need it for when I attack next time.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Just
planning.
don't forget them.
Fuck.
You failed?
I failed.
The figure with the brutal looking axe looks at you, says nothing, gestures not at all, and you are immediately frozen in place.
Shit. Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Yeah.
The end of every one of your turns from here forward, you get to make a wisdom saving throw, but you get nothing else to do on your turn. If you succeed on the wisdom saving throw, you will have the freedom of your body back to you the next turn.
Well, shit.
And then he takes his big old battle axe and he tries to unseat Florida Man from her pony. It's probably not going to work because you got a kick-ass armor class.
You're okay.
So the lowest I have is a 15.
That doesn't hit.
And the other one is a 19.
That hit.
He hits you brutally with the axe and does a total of 15 points of damage
Ouch.
as you are brutally struck. Make a strength saving throw,
And I get to add my charisma awesomeness from being a paladin.
I guess.
20.
All right, you've succeeded. You've held on to the saddle or the mane of Cranberry, and you are still in good shape. And it is the Oni's turn. And I need Tex to make a... How many hit points do you have left there, Florida Man?
40.
I need Tex to make a wisdom saving throw.
Spit Jeff.
Okay,
Smart.
17.
that is enough. The Oni looks at you and mouths words of magic. And you are not charmed by his magical spell that he calls before you. He turns his glaive upon Florida Man, and it is the top of the round.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.